바로 왔잖아요. 뺏길까 봐.
Welcome back to my channel. After watching my first video, I just figured this background is pretty cool because there's a lot going on in the back. Like when you were gonna see my apartment too, you will see how I decorate the place. The place is very small. Like it's cozy. I really love cozy place. Like I told you guys before, I have such a big space. I didn't know what to do with that big space. Now that I have this small cozy place, I love it. So welcome back to my channel. I posted the video on the Noona Gap episode 1. It started getting view. I was like, oh, hope we get at least 100 view. And my video doesn't get that much view. So the fact that people actually watch that, I like it. We are here to talk about Mind the Noona Gap episode 2. Welcome back, and I'm glad I'm covering this show as it's air. I might be a little bit behind, but right now as I film, there's only 2 episodes out. By the time I edit and post, there might be 3. I'm trying my best to stay on time to cover this show. Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Mind the Noona Gap episode 2. After the love QR code was sent, remember the last episode we saw Jire receiving like the benefit since she got 2 votes. I was wondering if you so also gonna receive a benefit to go scan, not to go get like a clue about whoever he want to. Remember he received 3 votes. He also got something. So Jire was first. She went to the room for the benefit. And who is she gonna choose? Is she gonna choose Johan or is she gonna choose Yusu? Johan, her first impression, or is she gonna choose Yusu, the person she sent her love QR code? So Jiran chose the Yusu picture. This picture is actually very important because it will help us figure the clue a little bit. How old is he compared to like the picture he will receive later or he will choose later. Jire choose Yusu picture. It's like those type of, how do we call, the Insta camera type of picture. Oh gosh, I'm not showing my age. Insta camera picture. That's what photo like a photo book picture. That's what Jamesy do this day. Even when you watch Love Island, they love going to a photo booth and take a bunch of pictures, usually coming for a picture. So she saw one of those pictures. He have like blonde hair on it. Right now his hair are black. He have blonde hair, and that picture was taken in 2021, 5 years ago. He looked very young. She says like he looked like he's in his mid 20, but now that she tried to figure out, looking at him now and looking at the picture, he also looked younger now. So she was like, is he mid-20? So if he's mid-20, that means he's 30 now. But then she realized, no, he's actually look younger now. That the panelists was trying to figure out, oh, when they look at that picture, he looked just about turning 20. Maybe that picture is special. In my mind, I said maybe it's like a picture that he took when he just turned 20. I might be wrong.
저 때 탈색을 하고 사진 찍은 게 이제 성인이 돼서 찍은 거일 수도 있으니까.
네, 20대 초반은 아닌 것 같아요.
20대 중반 정도 될 것 같은데.
무조건 다 25 이상이야.
So that will make him 25 today, but we don't know. We really don't know. He looked young on that picture. He also looked young right now. So it's kind of hard to figure out. I kind of agree with the panelists. I don't think it's like mid-20 in that picture. It's probably early 20. And I will figure he will probably be late 20 or maybe 30. I don't know. Maybe 30. So she's a little bit confused about that picture. She's confused about the picture. Is he young now? If was he young back then? Now it's time for Yusuk. It's time for Yonsu to choose. Who is he gonna choose? Is he gonna choose my girl Julian? Is he gonna choose Eugene, or is he gonna choose Jire? Remember, he received 3 hearts. So he chose Julian. The picture look old. Like they were, the panel was just like, oh, look at the photo book picture compared to like the, you know, the old type of picture that were printing. Of course, the picture look is old because it's for 2006. 2006, the panelist, his name is like Gingy, I think so, or Tintin, I don't know. He's 36. She said, oh, if she looked like that in 2006, she might be around his age, like 36. So imagine she's probably around his age because she looked young. She doesn't look like 14. Who knows? She looked like she's 16. or maybe 15 or 16. If she's 18, if she's 19, no, she's not 19 on that picture. Is it gonna be like last year's situation? But that's a picture for 2006. If we say that she's around 16, in 2026 she will be 36. That means in 2021, that when he take his picture, when he was about, let's say, 20 something, she was like 31 in 2021. If she's 30, let's say she's 36 now, in 2021 she's going to be around 31. It will be around like in his early 30, his early 20. So it might be at least a 10-year age gap. There's a big age gap of them, because you look at his picture for 2021, you look at her picture for 2006, she's a teenager, he's in his 2021. You try to do the math. I'm just think it's gonna be at least 10-year age gap between them. I'm like, oh no, is it gonna be like last season again? Are we gonna have something like that? This is where Junso realized that it might be at least a big age gap. I'm worried. The age gap, like, is it gonna be like the mean Jew situation for last year, that he didn't care, he still continue to have his connection with Bonnie, or is it gonna be something else? And besides, it's a whole different season. There are two other girls that are interested in her. Is it gonna be like follow her all the way to the end, or is it gonna change her mind? I don't know. There's so much to talk about this episode. There's so much to talk about. I will just save that for the next time we talk about it. For usually I get there. I cross that bridge when I get there. Day 2 is finally here. So much happened on the first day. So much happened on the first night. Early we see Jinwoo who wake up early. He was in the kitchen doing the dishes, like prepping, I don't know, his breakfast and sitting and everything. On the other side, we see Jonah, his exercise also. So both of them receive 0 vote. Both of them wake up early.
근데 둘 다 0표야.
그러니까 너무 끝으로 가면 안 된다.
한 명은 설거지하고 있고 한 명은 웨이트하고 있어 지금.
In my mind, I was like, the people who received vote had just sleep in a relaxed evening. While the second day, you can see John Ha and you can see Jiwoo. They are already stressed, but the stress is handled differently. One is like doing his thing in the kitchen, cleaning the dishes and everything. One is like exercising. They are very different. They have different charm. I love that both of them try to have a very positive mindset about what will happen in the future. They are not giving up. It's way too early to give up, by the way. They are not giving up. Junhan and Eugene agreed to go on the hunt the next day. Junhan already wake up, he's trying to stretch himself, he did the weight exercise, and then he getting ready to hunt. I feel like there was a miscommunication between the two. They agreed that they were gonna exercise together. Now Junhan is like wave when he saw Eugene.
나왔다고? 반가워요.
She thought that he was waiting for her. Maybe he was waiting for her. Maybe she took too long to get ready. I don't know. But she went, she's like, oh, I promised him that I'm going to exercise with him. I have to go. Remember when you say something in the evening, oh, let's do this. The next day you wake up, you have 0 motivation. That's the energy that she was giving. Like, she didn't have any motivation to do whatever she wanted to do. But she's like, okay, I have to keep my promise. Since I promised that you're going to go home. She went to get ready, and when she went outside, he's nowhere to be found. Even before that, when she was getting ready, maybe before, when she was getting ready, he started running around the little village, running around the two, because I remember there are multiple like apartments, there's a kitchen area, there's this area, exercise area, so he ran around the little village and everything. And when she was done getting ready, I'm like, where did Juha went? You see Juha, he's in his room. So I don't know if there was a miscommunication. He thought, oh, maybe she changed her mind. So he finished exercising, went back in her room. She went outside, she didn't find him. I'm glad it didn't end up to be a big deal, because this day was actually very good when I will talk about the date in the next minute and stuff like that. Now, after they got ready, the younger guy, they were like sitting in the common area. They all receive, I don't know if they were already sitting in the common area, but they all receive a message. The message say you have to ask a girl out and when you don't asking her out, you're gonna hold her hand and go to the common area with her. So you ask her out and you hold her hand from her bedroom to the common area together. Like, you cannot just ask and that's it. That wasn't the mission. The mission is that you also have to hold hands together and get to the common area where they have the kitchen and the living room area. The guys are not wasting time. You can see Jiwoo already get.
공항에도 내 손을 잡고 함께 보는 건 솔직히
공용 공간 선착순 저 가겠습니다. 저도 가겠습니다. 오 진우.
It's like, yesterday might have been a bad day for me, but today I have the positive. I love that his mindset has changed. Remember, because yesterday or episode 1, after trying to talk to all the girls, after trying to make a connection with all the girls, having 0 vote twice, 0 vote when it comes to first impression, 0 vote when it comes to love QRA. Some people might get discouraged. He got 0 vote twice. And I think he's the only one who got 0 vote twice. Now that I realize it. But that didn't break his mindset. That didn't break him. He was positive. He turned out the life. He was a little bit sad, but he has a positive mindset. Now that it's time for God to ask the girl out, Jiwon sprint. Not only Jiwon, but you saw Yeonsu also going. We also see handsome. I call him, for now on, I'm going to call him handsome Shiwon. Because this sauce, I think I did appreciate his beauty enough this episode. He was shining this episode. I was taking note. Let me tell you my bias. Is it bias? Do we say bias when it comes to dating show? I don't know. Bias is when you talk. That's my bias in the back, you know. Yeah, that's my bias. But when it comes to dating show, like at the beginning I was like, Yeonsu. I'm like, when I saw handsome Shiwon in this episode, he was shining on my screen. I'm like, oh, girl, focus. You gotta take note. I don't want to forget any important information that I have to add on my video. I don't want to be confused. I don't want to talk about something and then I have nothing. I don't want to talk about something and I can't talk about it. Skip it. Like, it's, oh, I'm gonna include that in the video. No, like I had to focus, but Shiwon is so damn handsome. He looked like a freaking idol. He looked like a freaking actor. It's just like his beauty was shining. I don't know if it was he was wearing. I don't know, but he was just so damn handsome this episode. I needed to focus. Look, right now I'm talking about him. So they all sprinted to go there except Jungha.
와 진짜 빡세다.
We will realize later why Jungha didn't sprinted to go get whoever he want, because he's kind of between two choices. So he didn't want to like make his decision quickly. It's like he was waiting for people to choose first and then decide. I don't know. And remember in the first day, all the guys kind of have a little different people that they like, except for 2 that was a little bit overlapping. But when it comes to first impression, each of them choose different people. No, maybe somebody choose more people, but when it comes, at least 3 of them choose different people. So we saw Jiwoo going to find Asawa, we saw my guy Yeonsu, we saw also handsome Shiwon going to find this person. Jiwon and Yeonsu went to the same place. Remember, I told you before, pay attention to the room that the girls are sharing. So we have Jire. Jire is roommate with my girl Jiwon. So Jiwon went to Jire home. Remember, he chose her when it comes to like love QR code. So I assumed that he wanted to get to know her. My guy Yeonsu also went to the same room. He was also going fast. He didn't want Jiwon to do the same thing that he did like yesterday. Not touching my girl, back off. But he didn't know, because Jiwon, he's been like chatting with everybody. We the viewer who are watching, we know who is interested in at least 2 people, but them they don't know, because he say one person for first impression, choose one person for this, talk to this person, so share a more communication with that person. Yeonsu didn't want to make the same mistake. He wanted to ask. He was the first one to ask. Was he the first one? No, among both of them, he was the first one to ask whether he wanted to go on the date with. But the first person that they showed, Hanson Shiwon went to the other home where Jisoo is sharing the room with Eugene. So he asked Jinsu on the date,
죄송해요.
네? 네.
저랑 데이트 하실래요?
네.
and she was still getting ready. So after asking, he was waiting. Eugene was there, she was just laughing. He said that, oh, we have to hold hands when we go to the common area. And Eugene was just having fun. And I was talking about Eugene not having her hair down. This episode, you actually see her hair down, how she looked like. She's also very pretty. She's not just cute, she's very pretty as well. In the other room, we see my guy, Junsu went to find my girl Eugene. He asked her on the date.
주인님 저랑 데이트해요.
네. 네.
저요.
He said that they have to hold hands. Oh my god, they are freaking matching. They are wearing this gray hoodie and the pants. They are like, am I gonna call them the gray couple? The gray couple, maybe gray. I don't know. Maybe gray doesn't like mean something good. I don't. Is it beige or gray? I'm very bad with color. They were matching. He asked her. It was just the high time. She was already done getting ready, her makeup and everything. Everything was good. And they hold hand. He said that they have to hold hand to go to the common area. They look so good. Even if my mind changed a little bit later, for this moment, let's just enjoy. They look so good. Then they were going to the common area. I kind of have some butterfly. Even Eugene said she got some butterflies, just holding his hand, and they were going to the kitchen, to the common area to cook. And I kind of also feel bad a little bit for Jire because she was there. You know, one guy come and find somebody, and then you're not the one be asked. Like the guy go with the girl, she's like still in the home getting ready. In that time, this guy, Jinwa, was still at the door. I'm like, what's going on with Jinwa? You see, my cup is already gone. They're already going to the kitchen. Jinwa is still waiting. Jiro is still in the home. She's like confused. Why is he waiting? Meanwhile, he's waiting. He's looking at Juhan on the other side. So Jiro is still waiting. Jiro is in the home. He's outside. Is he gonna ask? Jiro on the date on the other side is just looking at his competition. Juhan. It's like, what is Juhan gonna do? What is Juhan gonna do? Juhan was outside, maybe next to Eugene door. He wasn't like quite next to that. He was just waiting for the guy to make them move. And then I'm like, what is happening? What's going on in Sujiwa mind? Is he gonna ask Jiri on the day or not? We were not sure what was going on. And then he asked her, oh, you see, when you're done, let's go on the date together. I will be waiting outside. And she's like, oh, are you guys talking to me? He said, yes, yeah. I said, like, let's go on the date together. She said, oh, I thought you came for Joey.
쌤 좀 걸리시면 저 밖에 서 있을게요. 저랑 데이트해요.
아, 저 물어본 거예요?
네.
아, 진짜 나 주인님 말하는 줄 알았어.
I feel like he waited a long time. I don't know if he was examining what Johan was doing on the other side before he decided, but since he voted for Jiri for the love QR code, I know that he's interested in Jiri. So she was very happy to be asked. And then she was done. He said, we have to hold hand. They hold hand. She was so damn excited to hold hand with him. She was so excited. Jiri can be very cute. She kind of have that intense feeling on the first episode. I'm like, her personality, is she gonna go well with the cute guy and everything? I wasn't sure. Even when he was saying stuff in the house like, drinking, when you get older, drinking, he always have some silly comments. She was like, she couldn't retain. I didn't know she was gonna be interested in him that way. When he asked her out, they're holding her and going toward the kitchen, she was so excited. She was so happy. And they have to pass by Juhan. Juhan kind of showed a little bit of jealousy side. Both of them, let's just say it now, both of them, Ji-woon and Junha, are interested in both girls. Nada, even before they say Nada, realized, yes, one of the girl is the first impression, one of the girl is the girl that they choose. They both have the same. They both choose Eugene as the first impression, and they both choose Jiri as the girl they send the QR code. So they both are interested in both girls. Jira even said later, oh, either way I will be fine. Either way I will be fine. Whether I choose Jiri or whether I choose Eugene for my date. So for him, he knows he's interested in two people. When he saw Jiri and Jiwoo passing to go toward the kitchen, she can see also like he's also interested in Jiwoo. And finally, when he asked Eugene for the, he asked her. He said also that they have to hold hand. They hold hand. She's like, really? He said yes. So they were also happy going to the kitchen area. We also show Hassan and she was asking Jinsu for the date after she was done getting ready.
진짜 잡아야 돼요?
잡아야 되네.
부끄럽구만요.
아 그러게.
Talking about Johan and Eugene when they were holding hands and leaving for breakfast, Johan said he feel the butterfly. Now they are all in the common area, getting ready, getting breakfast ready. You can see Yeonsu and Eugene talking. He asked about if she was expected to be chosen. If she was expected to be chosen, she said no, she wasn't. He asked if she didn't know that he was the one who sent her the love QR code. She said, last week shared this moment we were talking about kimchi, and then she realized yeah, but she didn't know. She didn't know it at first. She was happy. She said, oh, did you know which one I sent you? He said, oh, though, let's go in for the walk and stuff like that. He said, oh yeah, he guessed it right. Like these two people are already on front about what they're sending to each other. He was relieved. You know, this conversation, I like it. I really started the episode loving them together. I don't want to say, let's just save it for later. So it was really, the conversation was going very well. They look so good together. So now we have Joan and Eugene, and they are planning to wed. This is the funny part. I don't know what's going on with Johan and Jiwoo. They secretly are competing against each other. So Johan and Eugene said they are planning to wear matching clothes. Johan asked her, do you like matching clothes? She said, yeah, I don't mind matching. I said, okay, we're gonna wear this. Jiwoo on the other side, he asked Jire, oh, do you want to match clothes as well? She said, yes.
맞춰 입는 거 좋아해요?
좋아해요. 기대하겠습니다.
저희 커플로 갈래요?
So I guess they're all gonna match clothes. This is where I realized that Eugene was the first impression for both guys, and Jerry was the love QR code for both guys. So right now I still don't know. I know, like, based on the conversation that they have when Juan was getting ready to go on his date with Eugene, he was very excited. Based on the conversation that they have, Jiwoo might be very into Jiri more than he is to Eugene, right? So he's scared. Right now, he is scared because he's trying to compare himself to Junha. It's like, oh, I'm not like him. He's the type that the girl would go for. He's like very physically attractive. He's this muscle. He's tall. He's like very manly. I'm not very manly. I'm like the sensitive guy. So this show me that Jinwoo is more interested in Jiri, but he know that Juhan, even though he's going on a date with Eugene, he's still interested in Jiri because Jihan told Jinwoo that either way I will be fine. And meanwhile, we saw Jihan getting ready. He removed his shirt. He was getting ready to wear the other shirt. The guy looked good. He had muscle and everything. I'm like, okay, no wonder another guy gonna feel insecure.
오우야, 뭐야 저게 몸이.
진우 방금 졌어.
Who knows what will happen? What will happen later? I really don't know. You know, Jihan can go on his date with Eugene. He still want to push her. He still want to go on a date with Jiri. So we don't know yet. Things might change even next episode, right? If I have to say something like toward the end of the episode, we see a new guy, a new girl coming, like things might already change next episode. So now it's time for the date. We see Eugene and Jihan, they are going on the date. Like I said before, Eugene, she left her hair down. She looked very pretty. They both look so cute. Jihan is so excited for this day. He opened the door. He's like, be like a gentleman. He opened the door for her, but the door closed immediately because he was like opening it till she get in the car. He's so excited that he makes small mistakes. She just said, oh, he's a cutie and everything. He's just so excited for his day. They talk about the fact that they love having conversation in the car. They're the type of people who want to like talk when they're in the car. even the road is kind of shaping them. Like he was driving, maybe there was like a bump in the road, and then he hold her like that so that nothing's happening to her.
나이가 상관이 있어요? 연애하는데?
와 이런 게 연하 매력인가?
It was kind of a cute moment, and they had both happened to see like the cherry blossom. Remember, this show was filmed in April. April this year, 2026, was the big cherry blossom day. I remember April 1st when I went to see the cherry blossom with my friend. So it was really that time of the year. You can see the cherry blossom. You will even see when they took the road, like the cherry blossom all over the road where they went. So they love having a conversation in the car. He's talking about something I might not like it. Other people might like. He say he love pranking his girlfriend and stuff like that. I think there are couple who do that online. Fun prank is okay, but too much will be that way too young. Maybe that's why young people do this thing. Maybe that's why Gen Z do this. So he love pranking his boyfriend. He say he has some fun prank that's different for what other people usually do. So for him it's different. We will see. You just asked Jihan about how do you feel about the friendship between a guy and a girl. He said that he doesn't have any girl who are friends. Usually at work, he do have. He's surrounded by women who are older than him. He called them Noona, and he said when it comes to relationship, if he dates somebody older, he will say that at the moment he call the person by their name, he see that person as a potential date. He see her in a romantic way, so that's different if he call you by your name. And he was just flirting with food. He does love his food. He said, oh, remember when they asked him when he got, how did he get so tall? He said he was eating. He loved food. And he said, oh, he liked to describe women with food things, with food. And he said, oh, I would say she looked like a Dubai chocolate.
두쫑쿠 닮았다.
두쫑 닮았다고?
예, 두쫑쿠는 되게 동글동글하게 귀엽게 생겼잖아요.
How are you gonna name me? How do you see me? He said you're more like a white chocolate. That was just funny. So he used food to describe people, and it's just funny. And they both talk about, oh, this is the first I see cherry blossom this year with somebody like a romantic partner. He said the same. She said the same as well this year. They're both happy about that this time of the year either to be like the cherry blossom time. This is a different. Remember, usually dating show. Oh no, dating show that I filmed out. The show that I reviewed last year. Is it Happening? It was filmed during the summer in Italy and stuff like that. Yeah, usually it's also during the summer. But when we have senior and stuff, it's usually filmed toward the end of the year, like October, November. And this show, Mind the Noona Gap last year, was filmed during the fall. So usually in dating show, unless it's like Love Island and stuff like that, usually dating show, some dating shows filmed so the fall season with the, even TV show drama, it's usually during the fall when they have the foliage, the fall season, and turn out to be like closer to Christmas time, all those romantic times. But it's nice to see like a dating show that spring, with the cherry blossom, that type of love and stuff like that. So it's kind of good that they didn't waste time and just film the show immediately after filming the first season. The conversation between them flow, I'm telling you guys. They connect very well. The conversation seems to flow. They are both flirty. They just get along so well. Like if they end up together, that would be a very fun relationship. It's important to go on the date with people to actually connect with them, to actually get to know them. I'm at all the date. I can't believe I'm gonna say that. I'm at all the date. They were my favorite date, and I haven't even talked about my couple. I haven't talked about my couple yet. I'm at all the date. They were my favorite date to watch. I feel like they'll have fun together. I feel that they will connect very well. The conversation flow. So, June just make Eugene laugh a lot. She was just having a good time. And now let's talk about the next date. We have my guy Yonso and Joanne, my girl. We have Yonso and my girl Joanne. He's a little bit nervous. She's the one driving the car in this. I don't know if he don't drive. Now it made me think, how young is Youngsu is? I don't know. Maybe even talking about the date, maybe I was like, there were a lot of things that make me think, oh, I don't like this about Youngsu. Maybe now that I'm thinking about when I'm about to review the show, is it just very young? That's why things are like that. Is it just very young? Even the way we're asking questions, even the way he was the most, I'm not gonna lie, he was the most immature when it comes to the date. And I didn't like that for my girl Eugene. I was like holding for them at the beginning. The way I thought he was and the way he was on the date was very different. I was getting disappointed and disappointed and disappointed. I can't believe that. I was like, Yonsu, you're losing me. We're gonna talk about that. So Eugene is driving. He's kind of nervous. He's like, oh, he's nervous that somebody else is driving the car. She's like, I got your back. Don't worry.
나만 운전 안 할 것 같아.
괜찮아요. 제가 있어요.
The date started well. He said for the next 30 minutes, I'm gonna keep you entertained since you're driving. He said that she's cool. I appreciate that. And even Jane did say that, oh, he loved when the Noona is driving. Remember in the first episode when he said that when he was dating like a Noona when he was 25, she was 30, she gave him the high home, he was just so happy. We always talk about that. He said, I want to go drive in the car. That's enough to make him fall in love. Gingy is so damn funny, that panelist. Yonsu also found it cool. He found her very cool. She's pretty cool. During my girl asked what kind of style he liked. He said he like elegant girl with a beautiful smile.
어떤 스타일 좋아하세요?
단아하고 웃는 게 이쁘고. 근데 웃는 게 진짜 이뻐요.
Pretty much he was describing her. She was very happy. He asked if her hair always been this short. She said no. She just cut her hair. She said that remember when she was having a one-on-one chat with Jiwoo, she said she cut her hair this year. So she said that, oh, if she knew that she would look this good with short hair, she would have cut her hair long ago. Yeah, she does look good with short hair. He complimented her. It's like yesterday was like straight, today is a little bit curly. She looked good in both styles. That's how the conversation started. He asked who was her first impression. She asked if is she allowed to reveal that. He said that, oh, if you tell me, I will let you know who was my first impression too. So the conversation in the car, I like it. It slid at her. I was like, I don't know. So she said it was you. He was touched. He said that he picked her too. So far they have been straightforward. It's like, I'm interested in you, I'm interested in you. It's like they're match. He was touched. He said that he picked her too. She had no idea, so she didn't know. Even though she chose him, she didn't know that he also chose her. He said that he thought she was a very quiet person, so he was following her around in the kitchen because if he didn't do it, he won't have opportunity to talk to her. She said that she might be quiet, you know, in the group setting, but she's very comfortable in the one-on-one setting, so she's not very quiet. She can carry the conversation on her own. I'm like, Lo, you're the quiet one. He thought she was the quiet one. It ended up to be that he is the quiet one. Let's talk about Jiwoo and Jirei. She think he's sweet and he want to like act like he's like very manly, but she love how adorable he is. They are very like opposite. They are very opposite attract. She asked about his first impression. She said, what was my first impression? What was your first impression of me? He said, oh, I like it. And she said, why didn't you pick me? It's like, oh, I can multitask. So let me focus driving. I can multitask.
하나도 안 뽑았어요?
어떤 거요?
첫인상 투표할 때.
잠시만 제가 지금 멀티태스킹이 쉽지
아,
않아가지고.
오케이.
What a fun way to not answer the question. Say, I can multitask. Would you remember the question about her? She was very happy. So remember when they were playing the Q&A question, he was paying attention to all the questions. Something about the first day be important to her. He remembered that. She was very happy that he remembered that. The funny thing, Jiwoo, he tried to be very manly, like pay attention to her on the date. If the guy is shaking, try to protect her, touching her hair a little bit, like, you know, just flirting thing, maybe fixing her hair. Every time he does something, he's so like, oh, I'm this manly type of guy. She just reciprocates. They even have a flirty time in the car. He like tried to protect her. He ended up touching her hair. She was okay. It's like, you gave me the green light, let me touch your hair also.
거기 더워도
그래. 야, 너 근데 왜 이렇게 손이 왜 이렇게 차가워?
에어컨
어머.
플로팅 한다.
맞아.
나 이러면 사고 낸다 진짜.
It ended up to be just such a funny banter. Like, it's just fun to watch them on the date. Their date was also cute. Beside the Eugene and Julian date, their date was also cute. Both guys was interesting too, and the date that they choose to go on, both connections seems to be very going well so far. So she reciprocated whatever he was trying to do. He was just so embarrassed, and it was so cute at the same time. Oh my god. Now let's talk a little bit about Jinsu and Hanson. She wanted that date was the most boring date, but because it's just like boring people are boring for the television, but they are just in real life they are just normal people. I am a boring person. If I was like a person a little bit less boring, I'm like, my video will have more view. I'm like, I know I'm an introverted and I own it. I might be, when I was like in my 20s, I was still trying to find myself. I was like, should I be more like this type of person? Should I be more like this type of person? People just tell me, oh, my sister used to tell me that I'm too boring. But on my sister, when I was younger, I was so offended by that. Like somebody tell me I'm boring, I'm like, thank you, I don't mind. I'm like, I have accepted who I am and I'm good with that. It's like, I don't have to change myself for anything, for anyone. I'm just like, I own my boringness. Let me tell you, I own my boringness. Don't need to change myself. That's what I love about it. Growing up is probably the best thing. When you grow up and you realize who you are and you live according to your true color, you don't have to change for anyone. You feel like at least it's such a huge accomplishment. So I own my boringness. So when I say they're a boring couple, I'm not saying the main way. It's just like they both know what they want, and they were even talking about relationship thing. He asked about, or do you like dopamine type of relationship, or do you prefer like someone who's stable and boring? She preferred the boring part because she said dopamine will come and go. She was talking about the fact that it's gonna be all excited, a little bit like love bombing and stuff like that, and there's no love, but she wants something that grow over time. So they were talking about that, and it was also reciprocate whatever she was saying. So they both seems stable, they both seems to know what they want, they both are boring together. You're sexy, I'm sexy. They both like owning their boringness. You should own your boringness. I don't even know if it's a word, but just, yeah, that's what the partners were saying, that the day was not fun, but the kind of vibe went together. Yeah, the vibe went well together. And they talk about, who did you choose? He was asking, who did she choose? She said that it was a secret. Maybe you were asking about the love QR code. She said she's a secret. I'm like, she said it's a secret. I'm like, Jason, I thought he was the one that you were interested in, but she doesn't want to reveal her card immediately. Maybe my girl, we're gonna talk about that later. Maybe my girl, Joanne, maybe she'll reveal her card too quickly. Now I'm scared what will happen with the connection. Now I am scared. So she didn't reveal her card too quickly. She said, but I can tell you that. Let's talk about the first impression. When it comes to the first impression, I choose you. She asked about him. He said, I choose you too. She was relieved about that. So they both choose each other for the first impression, but she didn't tell him that she chose him for the love QR code. He didn't tell her for the love QR code. And talking about the season that they like, she said she like, I don't know if she said she liked winter or she disliked winter, because she was talking about, whenever she think at that time, this time she think about winter. We learned that she lived in Canada for a long time. I don't know if her family immigrated for Canada or if she studied there. So she lived there for a long time, and it was always cold. And this is where Shinwan said that he loves summer. The thing he loves about summer is because they can take a walk during the summer. He said, let's take a walk together. She's happy about that. So the connection is building here. So they both smile. She wanted just went to like a cafe. They have some coffee and bread. I don't know if it's iced tea, whatever. Iced coffee, iced tea, whatever. They get along so well. He asked her if she's the type to to take a lead in a relationship. She said when it comes to like starting a relationship, no, she's not usually the one to take a lead. She take her time to get to that base. So she's not like a very proactive type. She was say that when he have a feeling, he will go for it. So he'll be the one that, oh, I'm interested in this person. Let me just go all in.
이제 확신이 생기면 그때부터는 아예 가는 것 같아요.
아 진짜요?
She will take her time to build that connection. They kind of both reveal that they are not interested in somebody else. Like it was like, I'm interested in you, you're interested in me, something like that. So they both, no, it's not like directly like, who are you interested in? She was just saying, oh, beside you, when I first got here, I didn't really see it. We all, I don't know, impression, connection, whatever. And he said the same thing. Just seems to be like this stable and boring couple that will make it to the end. I don't think there will be conflict yet, but we never know. There's a new girl coming at the end of the episode. The trailer can be misleading sometimes. They show Shinwan smiling, so it might be misleading. He might be excited about the new girl, or is just happy that there's a new person. I don't know. It might be that in a certain way. We will find out.
잘 해주실 것 같아요.
저요?
네.
못하진 않는 것 같아요.
못하진 않아요. 못하진 않는다.
Just as the parents didn't want to say, oh, they're a boring couple. They're like, oh, they match well together. Now let's talk about Juhan and Eugene date. So they have a great view. Remember when we were talking earlier, we were talking about the moment in the car. Now, when it comes to the date, the view was amazing. They were like at the terrace and everything. They have a beautiful view. And he was like really taking care of her. She tried to get water. He said, oh, the princess doesn't need to do anything when I'm here.
할 때는 공주님은 가만히 있어야 돼. 아유 부끄러우니까 주문하고 갔다 옵니다. 네.
And the pattern is like he acting like somebody who never did before. They will just say he's young. That's why he still have those butterfly. I'm not saying that when you get older you don't get the butterfly, but they say that he was very excited on his date. He even volunteered to get her water, and then finally see that she said, oh, I can see your ears are hair. She was like, he said, no, it's because it's the sun. They're just having a fun time, and they're talking about like alcohol, what they like, how they like to drink, and they're just talking about boundary in the relationship. She asked him that, are you gonna be okay if your girlfriend after work she's going to drink, maybe with her colleague and stuff like that? He said that he'll be okay as long as at the end of the day you'll be like taking her home and that there's nothing to hide and stuff like that. She said okay. She agreed with the same thing, and she wouldn't mind if her boyfriend going to she first said the night light and then she called herself back. She said the night. She didn't finish the sentence. She said the club. Eugene, are you showing your age? The panelists are like, oh, she almost saw the nightclub, or I don't know, the nightlife. So she said she wouldn't mind if he's gonna cheat on me. He will cheat on me anyway. I will trust him. If they're in a relationship, they will trust each other. Eugene said something very interesting. He asked about, I don't know if he asked about her relationship. She said she always got the feeling that when she meets somebody, she will end up dating that person that she met. Even before the date, when she met the person, he asked her, is there someone here that you feel that about it? She said it's a secret. She didn't answer. He was a little bit disappointed, but she said that based on the moment that I spent here, I feel like you're the strongest connection that I made so far. He was happy. It was a good recovery. She enjoyed her date with him. I think it's later when she said in her confession that she really enjoyed her date with him. She was able to see like the serious side of him, because Johan is like the type of guy who would joke when everybody's quiet. Who he was making a joke and everybody would be happy. Like it's a little bit like making the vibe change in a better way. She was happy to see the serious side. She said that he was the type of guy who would treat his girlfriend very well. He would take care of her. He would be devoted to her. They decided to take picture after the date. They take some very beautiful pictures. The date was my favorite one, and I was looking forward for my couple to go on the date. I can't believe the unexpected date. The guy who chose the last person who chose end up to have the best date that I watched among all the 4 dates, in my opinion. It's time for my guy. It's time for Yonso. I'm not gonna call you my guy anymore. It's not that I'm already like I don't like him. No, that's not the case. Hear me out. It's time for Yonso and my girl Julie. She's still my girl. She's always gonna be my girl. It's time for Yonso and Julie to have the date. Before it was just them having a conversation in the car. So it's time for the date. She looked very beautiful. He even complimented her. He was like, oh, sit this way. He wanted her to sit in a good place. She's sitting on the opposite side. And she looked just beautiful. He said, oh, you look very beautiful today. He said that the reason why he picked her is because they had similar vibe. Even though they didn't have much conversation, the vibe was very similar. And also, she also the most beautiful. I don't like when they translate. You're also the most beautiful physically.
결이 진짜 비슷할 것 같았고 외적인 것도 물론 네, 제일 이쁘셨으니까 고르는 것도 맞는데
I don't like when they translate. You're also the most beautiful physically. I guess it's just the translation when they ask physically. Maybe I will check again. I'm like, is this something that Korean people say? She's the most beautiful physically? Or it's just a translation? For us, we just say you're the most beautiful. We don't have to mention for the inside because you don't know each other that well. You're just gonna say you are the most beautiful. So he asked how many. This is what bothered me. Let me before I talk this. This is what bothered me on this date. I wanted them to get to know each other, and during the date, I got very frustrated because it can also be editing. Hear me out. It can also be editing. But I was disappointed because all the other date, it was people getting to know each other. In the car, they already talk about first impression, who choose who. On the date, I was hoping that they were like, he was going to get to know her. But it ended up to be like him asking questions, who did she choose, who was the first impression. And almost forcing her to tell who she's interested in. Let's talk about that. Maybe I'm going a little bit too fast. Okay. After say that they have similar vibe, they didn't talk much, but he chose her also because she's the most beautiful. She was happy about receiving those compliments. He asked how many QR codes did she receive. She said she only received 1. He was surprised. He said, oh, that guy's you. He didn't choose you.
몇 개 받았어요?
저 하나요.
아 진짜요?
네.
왜 하나지?
He thought Jim was going to choose her as well, so he thought he was going to have a competition or something like that, and then he realized that he's the only one who chose her. And she asked about him. He said he received 3. He said it was unexpected that he received 3, but he was very happy. He's good safe here. He was very happy that among the 3. No, Eugene said, oh, among the 3, she wasn't like trying to. What I love about Eugene, she's very humble. She was like, oh, among the 3, I was one of them. She was just saying like in a very nice way. He said yes, and that's the one he was the most excited about. I'm happy about the beginning of this conversation, but it just kept getting bad, worse and worse and worse. She's like, oh, you're Mr. Popular. You're popular. You received 3 hard, and he said it was unexpected. It was, and she's like, I was one of them. He was the most excited about her vote. And then he asked questions. Most of the questions, this is what I hate about it, just like I said earlier. Most of the questions that we were asking was about or date, impression, and everything. What did you talk about him? Instead of getting to know her right now. What does she love? What does she do in her free time? Relationship. What was your last relationship? It's just like general question to get to know the person, but everything was just centered on how first impression, love relationship. What did you talk about in the chatting room? So he asked what she talked about in the chatting room. She was like, you can feel like my girl Eugene didn't like those questions. You can see her expression is changing a little bit here.
지훈이랑 무슨 얘기했어요?
약간 질문 이렇게 했어.
She's like, oh, just a general question. He was asking most of the question, just a general conversation. He said something about, oh, if he had opportunity, he wanted to ask her out. She was happy to hear that. Like I said earlier, he just assumed that Jiwoo was gonna ask her out. Jiwoo was gonna choose her also when it comes to the heart. And he's the one who ended up choosing her. She said, oh, maybe because Jiwoo is still interested to get to know other people. Jill is still curious to get to know other people. You can even feel by the way she answered the question. Maybe it's because he's still curious to get to know other people. And he asked her, "Oh, are you curious to get to know someone?" She like answer in a playful way because like they are pretty much established the connection that both of them are interested in each other. She's saying, "I'm talking to you right now."
궁금한 사람?
같이 얘기하고 있어서 서로.
저 말고.
Instead of acknowledge this moment that, oh, I'm interested in you and the person I'm curious about, I'm talking to that person. No, he switched the question. Oh, I'm not talking about me. He didn't say that, but when I say that, it's like, oh, beside me, who else? You can feel that she was taking her time to answer. I was like, where is he trying to go with this? How does it benefit our connection? So she took her time to think, and then she said, Juan. And now it's like, in his interview, he said that for him, I don't know if he told her that. No, he didn't interview. He said that he was trying not to show it too much, that he was a little bit disappointed because for him, she was the person that she's the person that he want. He told her that so when she asked him the same question, are you curious about somebody else? He said he's not very good at multitasking, so he's not interested in somebody else.
있었어요?
저요?
네.
저 멀티를 잘 못해서 딱히 없었어요.
I'm like, what was you forcing her to pretty much answer like who she's curious about? It was like you tried to trap her with that question, and I didn't like it. Only to say at the end, no, I'm only interested in you. Because she said, I'm talking to the person I'm interested in right now. Why did you make her say beside me, who else are you curious about? You can tell that she was taking her time to answer the question, and finally she said Johan. I'm not saying that she's not interested in Johan, because she said that, oh, I'm interested to talk to her. It seems like he would be like a very fun person to spend time with, a very fun person to talk to. Like he says, his interview was a little bit disappointed. He didn't want to show it too much. I'm like, you're losing me. You're not my guy anymore. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not like choosing somebody else, but I'm saying I'm disappointed. I just want to see how you will behave for now. Nobody will ever gonna be Mundi. Mundi was just first class. I'm not gonna compare this guy to Mundi. Mundi was just someone different. Mundi was one of the kind. You're not gonna get a Mundi again. He know what he wanted for day one. He just kept going to the end. Jason, he's losing me. And I don't want to use that term gaslighting because I don't even know what it means. But I was very disappointed in this conversation, and see the way that he asked her, who else are you curious about, only for her to say the name, and then you say that, no, I already have eyes for you. I was a little bit disappointed. It was like, it kind of gave that type of, it might just be immature. It might just be immature. That's why I say I don't want to use those terms that I really don't understand well. But I was getting disappointed. I'm like, so you're losing me. The vibe that you gave at the beginning on episode 1, I was so pleased. I was so happy. I wanted to get to know that person. The vibe that I'm getting right now, all his focus on the date was just asking a question about who she's interested in, like showing a little bit of jealousy, even though it's only day 2. It's like, are you trying to make her not spend any time with anyone, not building any connection, just be with you? It's like, I didn't like the question. It was supposed to be a date. It was supposed to be a fun date. I will talk about it a little bit later. A fun date, like the date with Jihye and Jiwoon. It was supposed to be a fun date like Johan and Yuji. Or it was supposed to be a boring date, like you guys are interested in each other. Just like Jisoo and Mike and Han Song Shinwon. But what's happening? Why is he asking her all those questions? How can I change my mind in only one episode? I'm getting disappointed. I don't know what will happen in episode 3. I really don't know. But I really want my girl to. She's gonna figure this thing out. She's gonna figure it. It's not because she's interested in him, and I'm just gonna say his behavior is just immature. Maybe he might just be young and acting like that, but he doesn't read that. It felt like someone serious. Am I just reading people in the wrong way, or did I become bad at this? I thought I was good at reading people. I don't want to be disappointing you, Johnson. 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 I don't want to be disappointing you. And I don't want my girl to be sad. We will see what will happen. I just didn't like the way he asked her, keep asking her those type of questions instead of being just happy that they have this connection. He asked her if she has to choose to go on a date with someone, it's gonna be him or Jonah. Who is she gonna choose to go on a date with? She even said, I will choose you, and he's happy about that. They both decided to drop the honorific. And in his mind, it's like already imagine. Maybe it's just the way he is. It's like he's imagining two scenarios. One scenario for them riding to the sunset, be all happy and everything. Another scenario that she will disappear. She's like, you might disappear too. He said, oh yeah, there's a possibility I might disappear too. He said that it's possible, but he doesn't plan to do that. He wanna like keep growing this connection. I'm like, why is it getting intense already? Even the panelists noticed how intense this day was getting.
이 지금은 두 번째라는 거지.
그만해 이 자식아. 아 그만 진짜 그럼 안 돼.
I'm like, you're supposed to be the cute couple. You're supposed to be the people who choose each other first impression, love QR code, just like Hanson, Shiwon, and Jinsun. What is happening here? I'm like, are you trying to claim her already? It's like, no, you're not gonna go on the date with any other guy. He said, since she asked her if she's curious, he imagined that, oh, of course, if she have to go on the date, she would go on the date with somebody else. That's something that he can't stop. She might go on the date with somebody else. But it's way too intense on the beginning. That's why I say, I don't know. I can't believe I make this shot about you guys shipping already. Am I going to change my mind only on day 2? I'm a little bit disappointed. She's like, you might disappear too. I'm like, you just got here, guys. You just got here. Just enjoy the journey. Are you trying to make her yours already? You're not even sure how things will turn out to be. You also say that he might go on it. You also say that she might go on a date with somebody else. Like she might go on a date with you and he's somebody she is curious about. Joanne said that, yeah, she thinks so. She might go on a date with somebody else. I'm like, you see, you're losing me. I really like you at the beginning.
I'm extremely disappointed in you.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this.
What are you doing? What are you messing up this date? For yourself, for my couple. What are you messing this already? Now let's talk about the date that was fun instead of the intense date. Let's talk about Jire and Jiro. Who would I know that this day was going to turn out to be so fun? They both have different personality and they match pretty well. He paid attention to detail. He noticed that she changed her hair yesterday. Her hair was down. Today she tied her hair. He even bought like a hair tie. He gave it to her. She's happy about that. She said she would use it. They were just talking, asking questions. They're talking about food. He says since he live alone, he know how to cook. They get along so well. And I love this. Like, they should be like focusing on forming a connection instead of asking, oh, are you going to go on the date with somebody else? What's going to happen here? I'm scared of 2 scenarios and blah, blah, blah. I didn't like that date. He is so young. Now, who knows? Now he's probably, now he's 25. Now maybe he was 20 on that picture in 2021. Now maybe 5 years later, maybe it's 25. Nah. That's why I would say, yeah, if it's 25 and she's 36, It's the 10-year age gap. Now it makes sense. Yeah, now that's all I can say. If she was 16 in 2006 and 2026, 20 years later, she would be 36. Now I start to believe that he's 25 based on this date. Really? Okay, let's go back talk about Jire and Jinwon. Yeah, they did things very well. They just forming this connection. Very better compared to the intense date that we talked about before. Jira is talking about a movie. She mentioned like a movie. And he knows the movie. He knows that it's a Taiwanese movie. They talk about drama. They like the same type of movie. They like the same type of drama. They even talk about, oh, this happened in the drama. Like, they are very opposite when it comes to personality, but they love this. They are also similar because they love the same thing. They even talk about, after talking about that movie, they even talk, oh, this actor, she was in another movie, and they both end up watching that movie as well. I'm like, the connection is connected. Yeah. And they talk about, oh, are you the type of person who cry when you watch a movie? She's like, I only cry twice a year. It's like, I cry every time. This is the opposite side of the personality. He will cry every time. She will cry twice a year. She's like, don't worry. Every time you cry, I will give you the tissue. It was just so cute. They're both different, but they match well. This is where they're talking about. Jiri says she prefers somebody who is different for her. Jin will say the same thing, like he prefers somebody who is different for her so that he learn, he grow, he get better, he learns something from that person. Jiri say, oh, for example, like if she have this type of hobby, she will date somebody who has different hobbies, so she will learn something new. She's always willing to change. That's why they match well. They are different. It's really opposite attract instead of like similar people who are similar. Some people who are similar, they match very well. This is a perfect opposite attract. They know they have different personalities. He's like the cute, sweet guy who tries to be like manly. Hopefully he doesn't try to change who he is. She's like a very like bad girl vibe type of girl, very confident. Yeah, they match very well. The date was fun to watch, very flirty, very fun, similar. They like similar things, and they both want to go in a relationship. They both want to learn from the partner. During a confession or interview, she said that she found that he's cute. He's also cool, so she liked that about it. She said she knew it. He asked about the QR code. I don't know if she asked about the QR code. She said that from the QR code, she was hit too hard. She said she knew that he was him. He's like, how did you know? It was just the street. I just filmed the street. She said from that angle, I can tell that it was coming from your home.
어떻게 맞추지?
남자 첫 번째 방에 서서 바라본 그 뷰의 딱 그 각도였어.
She said from that angle, she can tell that the message was coming from him. She was very impressed. He was very impressed by that. Jira said if the girl, she didn't know that they were going to have date today, but she said that if the girl had the opportunity to ask someone to date, she was going to ask him. He's so happy about that. Remember how sad he was yesterday? Her saying that he was just so happy about that. She said that because it would have been a chance for them to talk, so she was definitely gonna ask him the day if the girl were asking the guy out. He's just happy about the day. Even Jill gave his like interview after the day. He said it was just fun. They were having like a friendship and lover type of interaction. He felt both comfortable and excited. He got the feeling that it might be someone he end up liking even more. I'm like, good. The date was. This is what I want to see. The date, like, I really didn't like my ship couple date. I didn't really like the people I was shipping. The date was just so intense, and it was unnecessary to be this intense at the beginning. So now, during the date, when it was already over, technically, they have the conversation, they ate and everything. Both girls and guys receive message that the date has ended. They both have to go to different locations. The girl will go to one location, the guy will go to one location. We already know the game changer. They call it the game changer. Or on Love Island, we call them the bunch. So a new guy and a new girl are coming. So the new girl gonna meet the guys at the location, and the new guy gonna meet the girl at the location. I wanted to make a joke, yeah, sorry. You know how the girl went to the location, we saw the girl driving, like, No, they show the guys driving. They show the three guys driving. They didn't show Yonso driving. And then on the other side, they show the three other girls was gathered already, and we saw just a cute, just like a quick moment. They show my girl Joanne arriving. She was the last girl to arrive. I'm like, wait a minute. Did she want to drop Johnson to his location before she drove there? Is it why she's late? Because I don't know if Johnson is driving. I don't know. I'm not trying to make fun of him. It was just so funny that she was conveniently late compared to the other girl. So I'm like, did she drove him to the location and just came to her location? I've just thought about that. I started laughing. Now the new guy arriving, his intro. They didn't show his face, but his physique. He looks so sexy. He's wearing black. It's like he gives that type of vibe. He said that he's full of passion. He said a bunch of other things that I don't remember. The new girl on the other side, she gave us like the singer inferno type of intro. It's like, you know how they introduce the surfing singer inferno, very confident. She's like,
성격과 외모가 모난 부분이 없다.
본인 스스로.
I'm all-rounded, I'm intelligent, I have the personality, I'm all flawless. I bought my house in a new location, in the prime location in Korea. I'm like, good for her. It's like, she's young and she already bought a house. Good for her. Like, house are not cheap in Korea. Anything is not cheap, but buying a house is even more difficult. If she buy a house in Seoul or one of those big cities, I'm like, wow, is you that rich? Or do you have like a really good job that you make so much money that you can buy a house at a very young age? She's mine, the Noona Gap. Even if she's old, she's just gonna be like 30. Right? The way I look at her, she does look like she's in like the angle that they show, she looked like she's in like early 30 maybe. So she already bought a house. In America, yeah, people buy a house quickly, yeah, in the 20s. But I'm like, Korea is so damn expensive, and she already bought a house. I'm like, good for you. She seemed very confident. Like everything that she said about herself was like, sorry girls, yeah. Everybody gonna like me at the end. I'm sorry, but not so sorry. In the trailer, all the guys look very excited. They seem to attend to her. They seem to do, oh, you need this, you need that. They're taking care of her. The lady on the other side as well, they found him cool. They found him cute. I'm watching Love Island right now. On episode 4, there's like a new bombshell. He is gorgeous. You're so gorgeous. I can say anything to your face. That's how gorgeous that guy is. All the girls that are around him asking all those questions, like, wow, he is gorgeous. Yeah, this is why. Is it gonna be like this for the new girls? The new girls, I don't know what will happen. So far, one of the girls say, Eugene said that he's cool. June said that she's excited. Like, actually, after the date that I have, I can't believe I'm gonna say that after my guy Yonsu date with June, I want June to go on other date. I was like, I thought we was gonna ship them at the beginning when I was like die hard for Moonji and Bonnie last season. But after watching the date, Yonsu ended up to be a little bit mature. I'm like, and the way he was acting, I want my girl to explore. Maybe he needs to change his behavior. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way he behaved. But only the future will tell. I don't want to turn on him yet. It might also be editing. They might always also have talked about other things, but the conversation that they show, I wasn't happy about that. The new guy in the trailer said that he only dated older women. He never dated. All his girlfriend was like older than him. And we saw Jiri, she said something, she doesn't care about age. So the new two people, and they share in the trailer, the new people. So the guy will bring the new girl, the girls will bring the new guy. What will happen? And I don't know, you can see like the jealousy for both sides. You know why they show the trailer? And the key element for next episode will be the occupation. usually the job is going to be first and the age will come later. Thank you so much for watching my The Noona Gap season 2 episode 2. Thank you for watching the first episode. I feel like the first episode is well received. I was like, oh, if my video is not getting at least 100 views, I'm not famous. Maybe nobody want to watch it. Maybe I'm the only one who loves the show, but I feel like the video is starting to get views. And I would love if one of those videos get at least 1,000 views. I'm not built for long form content because I've talked too much, and nowadays people, I'm not criticizing people. So in general, everybody, including me, we all have short attention span. We don't do long video anymore. But I still love long video. But I just say in general, people don't do long videos. They like short form content. That's why this short form content is so successful. And having somebody like me who do a long form content and a boring long form content, I'm not boring, guys, by the way. Who's gonna sit and watch that? I don't blame you guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I will see you guys in episode 3. Bye bye.
만나는 것보다 낫지 않을까? 연상이 아무래도.
우리는 어떻게?
왜?
난 연한데.
뭐 만나볼래?